The Daily Mail recently commissioned a polling company to ask 1,000 American voters to say one word that they think best describes what a second term of either Donald Trump or President Biden would look like. In fact, they were asked for one word for both people. And Donald Trump shared this word cloud that showed the most frequently used words to describe what a second Trump term would look like. And Trump shared it on Truth Social as if he's proud of it, even though the biggest word, the most common word that people use to describe what a second Trump term would look like was revenge. Right in the middle of that big old word bubble is the word revenge. Other words that popped up frequently with voters were dictator and dictatorship, king, power. What else do we have on here? Money, corruption, maga, destroy. Those aren't exactly the kinds of words that you want to pop into people's heads when they're thinking about what a second term under your rule would look like. But Trump again shared it proudly with that big word revenge sitting right there in the middle. Because American voters are apparently, I guess I'm not giving them enough credit, they do see what Donald Trump brings to the table. And for Biden, by the way, the top three words were nothing, economy, and democracy. So a little bland, a little boring, but at least they didn't say dictator and revenge and corruption. So again, I think I've not been giving American voters enough credit. I do think a lot of people understand what is at stake in next year's election. And I think a lot of people do understand that Donald Trump is not running for president again because he wants to finish his agenda, because he has so many great ideas he just didn't get around to doing. It's because he wants that power back. He wants to get revenge on everybody that he believes has wronged him. Democrat, Republican, judge, doesn't matter. If you were not firmly on Donald Trump's side, he is going to come after you in a second term. And he's not been shy about it. He has made these promises. His lawyers are out there making these promises, openly suggesting that the Colorado State Supreme Court should be criminally prosecuted for kicking Trump off the ballot. They're very open with this. Hell, Project 2025, led by the Heritage Foundation, they want to replace everybody in Washington, D.C. with a Trump loyalist so that he can do all these horrible things without anybody telling him no. They're very open. They're not even doing this secretly anymore. They're letting us know that we want to make Donald Trump the king. We want to empower his revenge agenda. And because they are being so open about it, more and more people are having their eyes open to what a second Trump term would be. So Trump can brag about it, he can boast about it, post it on his social media accounts all he wants, but it's not going to help him. I don't think that Trump sharing this is going to bring any new voters into the fold. And that's what he has to do in order to beat Biden, right? He couldn't do that in 2020, and it doesn't look like he's doing that now. I know the polls are kind of all over the place showing, oh, Trump can win, Trump can win, Trump can win. But in reality, when you see things like this, it doesn't seem as likely, does it? When you look at Democrats overperforming in every election for the last 18 months, even in deep red areas, yeah, also kind of makes you question those polls. So take the polls with a grain of salt, because based on this poll, it does seem like voters understand what we're getting into with a second Trump term. And unless they were saying these words like revenge and corruption lovingly, it seems like most voters don't want Trump back in office.